the Gambling Guys Podcast.
Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here for week 14. Can you believe it? 1-4. We are getting closer to the end of the season, guys, and we are back live in the Shred Shed in New York.
That's right, baby.
All right, so as usual, guys, we're going to kick it off with the layout and walk through what we're going to talk about on this podcast. We're your hosts, the Gambling Guys. I'm Jamie, a.k.a. Jay Cheech. Just going to leave it there.
Okay.
And this is Rick over here to my left, a.k.a. King Ace.
Leave it there.
Leave it there. Cutting out the names, guys. I'm going to think of new names every single week. It's fun.
After last week, we don't deserve it.
Yeah, exactly. We had a tough week last week, guys, so let's get into the layout real quick, and then we'll jump into week 13 and how we did last week. So first, after the recap, we will get into Thursday night's games and the Gambling Guys Elite Pick of the Week, sponsored by Elite Hockey Sticks. Then we'll jump into week 14 picks and some games to watch, followed by the Gambling Guys Anytime Touchdown. And there's an update this week going forward. We're going to scrap the fantasy football spotlight. That was actually a bunch of people were saying scrap the fantasy.
Well, it's coming to an end, too.
Right, exactly. End of the season, no big deal. So we heard you. We're scrapping it, but we are adding a new section, so stay tuned. So after the Gambling Guys Anytime Touchdown, we'll jump into Gambling Guys Story Time, and then Gambling Guys Nugget of the Day, and then followed by the last and the best, the Gambling Guys Triple G, that Gambling Guys Guarantee, and that'll be the last for the football. And then the new section we're adding, as you guys probably know, we're big hockey fans, big hockey players. We're still playing to this day. And we're going to add a Gambling Guys NHL segment. So what we're going to do, and we might alter it going forward, we're going to pick 2 games each, and we're going to try and pick them later in the week so that when this podcast drops, you guys can either ride us or fade us. So
yeah, ride us.
Hopefully ride us. We don't deserve it because we've been struggling. And speaking of struggling, let's talk about Week 13 recap.
Well, happy Thanksgiving. It wasn't one for me. It was a tough sled for me last week. I went 7-10. The Thanksgiving slate was a nightmare of all nightmares, as I'm sure you all understand. We had Green Bay beating Detroit early. Sorry if I'm jumping into games. So, Green Bay beating Detroit early. Dallas beat Kansas City at home. I did have Dallas, so thank you for that. And then the Cincinnati Bengals went into Baltimore and took one from Lamar and Henry. Ugh, yuck. They put up 14 points total. They lost 32-14. My whole week, 7-10. My overall record, I don't know what it is offhand, but it is gotten 7 more wins.
I think I might have just messed it up, actually.
Oh, that's good. We'll have that for you in a second. But this week, I'm back on to make my picks the right way. It's week 14. I have to close the season strong, and there's no other week to do it than week 14 for me. So that's where my head's at. A lot of my picks, you guys will see, are moneyline picks. I'm just going with who's going to win the game. Run the ball.
Run it. So your updated record is 103, 84, and 2.
Still in the green? Black?
Yep.
What's a good one? Green?
Yeah, green or black.
All right, I'm in the green black.
Depends on who you talk to.
I'm in the green black.
You still want to be in the red. And the red is bad.
That's right.
Unless you're playing roulette with us. All right, so guys, I had a tough week as well. My worst of the season, but I was 500. So I went 8-8. Not too great. Take me on a date. But my overall record is 131, 84, and 2.
Pretty good.
So,
pretty good.
Pretty good. And guys, remember, I've been doing a lot of over-unders. I didn't do much last week. I just bet on every game straight up. So that's the scoop. But let's move on to our first sponsor of the day,
DJ Jazzy Triz. DJ Trizzo at Trizzo on all music platforms. Check him out on TikTok, Trizzo Rants, for his comedy page, which is hilarious. And shout out to Mama Geraldina's Cucina, because I did make those White Castle slider stuffings that you said for Thanksgiving, and they were banging. So shout out to her. Shout out to Trizzo. We love you. See you Thursday.
Speaking of Thursday, we got a whole bunch of Thursday here. So, guys, in our Thursday night hockey league, TNH, King Ace over here plays for Trizzo as a captain.
Yep.
And then I'm a captain of another team, the Advantage Players, and we're playing each other.
My team's in last.
My team is not.
We'll see. I'll probably still win.
We'll see. All right,
Speaking of Thursday,
again,
our Thursday night football pick is sponsored by, speaking of hockey, Elite Hockey Sticks. @elite_hockey_sticks. Check them out. Great product. I did have 4 goals in my ice hockey game last night using Elite Stick. I don't know if they had my name on the stick, but it was called the Sniper, and that was me. So shout out to Elite Hockey Sticks. Thank you for sponsoring the pod. Let's get to our Thursday night Elite.
Also,
pick.
Jorge, the owner of Elite Hockey Sticks, is also on his team with Trizzo. So we're one big family.
Very small community here on Long Island.
So moving on to the Thursday night game.
We got Dallas and Detroit. I got it.
Yep.
We got Dallas and Detroit. This one doesn't take place in Jerry World. Dallas is on the road here. They go to the Motor City to play the Detroit Lions, who had a very, very disgusting Thursday game. So they've had a long rest. Well, it's actually a week. Now I'm thinking about it. They're back to back
Thursday.
They had the holiday game. They're back this Thursday. It's on Amazon Prime. Detroit is favored at home, -3.5. Over/under is sitting at a whopping 54.5 points. My breakdown for this game is pretty easy, and I think we touched on this last week when you and I were talking about the games. Detroit's offensive line is not very good. Their defense has not been playing that well. Dallas, on the other hand, has been playing pretty good. They need this win to chase Philly, who just dropped the game. And I think Dallas can go into Detroit and get the win here. I'm taking Dallas +3 on the road in the Motor City.
Wow, I like it. I like it.
I know, it's a pretty good pick.
When I saw the spread was -3, might have updated a little bit.
It's currently -3 still.
Nice. Doesn't really matter. I agree with a lot of things you said. I think Dallas is hot. I just think Detroit Lions have too many weapons. They did lose last week to Green Bay, but, they put up 24 points. Not that that's, overly impressive, but what they lose, 31-24. So,
yeah,
whatever. They were in the game. They were battling a little bit. They could have been much better. And I think it's a bounce-back game where they come in and right the ship. They're at home. It's my pick. I'm going Lions -3.
All right. I just don't make a quick shout out. Jared Goff had 256 passing yards. 144 of those yards went to Jameson Williams. 144-yard day for him on Thanksgiving in a loss to Green Bay. All right.
J-Rod.
Moving on to our Sunday slate, we're going to kick it off with the Seattle-Atlanta game. Seattle flies out to Atlanta to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Seattle, current line is -7. It was opened at -8, so it has dropped a point with a little play coming in on Atlanta. Over/under sits at 43.5. This one for me is also pretty simple, but it requires a bye now. I think Seattle's a better team. Atlanta hasn't been that great on the road. They lost Penix. I don't know if he's back. I don't believe he is, but I'm buying Seattle down from a touchdown. I'm going to actually buy him all the way down to a field goal. I'm buying it to -2.5. So I have the Seattle Seahawks -2.5 on the road against Atlanta. I'll give you an update on the quarterback in a second.
Dang, I went the other way on that. I think Seattle is one of the top teams. I think they're really good. They're sneaky good. I mean, they smoked Minnesota last week, 26-0.
Yep.
Minnesota's not very good in my opinion, but I don't know. I went Seattle here, and I went full press. I think Atlanta hasn't really done much this season. They started hot, kind of sputtered a bit, haven't been doing as much as they should.
Yeah, Penix is done for the year. Kirk Cousins is the quarterback.
Kirk, I mean, he's a good quarterback.
You like
that? Seattle -7 for me.
All right.
The pick.
Next up, we have the Bills. Yep. Bills and the Bengals. This one takes place in Buffalo. Cold weather game. There is a winter front moving through this weekend. And Buffalo, like the smart franchise they are, have an outdoor stadium in North New York. The Bills opened at -6. It's now at -5.5. Over/under 52.5, which seems like a ton for a game that's taking place up there. I think the Bengals are frauds. I am going with Josh Allen, Cook, and the fellas up at home with none other than their best player, the Bills Mafia. Their fans are going to be there in full force. 1 o'clock game. Bills are minus 5.5 right now, and that's what I am taking. Bills minus 5.5 versus the Bengals.
Let's go, guys. We are locking in our first.
Yes!
Gambling.
Yes!
Hey, I got the Bills minus 5 too, and I didn't have this prior, but I liked how much you pitched that Buffalo game and the potential weather coming in. That I'm going to take the under 52.5.
And
Not
that's
even gonna buy
live.
it up.
That's off the cuff.
I ain't
On the
getting
brush.
I got the chills.
You know what?
Let's.
No, I'm not. Good luck. All right, next up on the game. Next game up, we got Tennessee playing the Browns. Talk about a toilet bowl. This game is actually so bad I left it off my sheet. I don't even have my play here.
Dang.
But I know what it is. It's the Browns. Tennessee has been god-awful all year. They have to go into the dog pound, another fan base that loves their team. But I don't think Tennessee travels well. I don't even think they're at home they play well. Their defense is terrible. Their quarterback stinks. They're packed in for this season. They're looking forward to Week 18 when the season's over. Give me the Browns at home, minus 3.
Dang.
Mine is currently minus 4.5, though. So let me preface that.
Yep.
Minus 4.5. I'm taking it at minus 3. Over/under is very, very high for this game. 33.5.
Yeah, I think we've mentioned this a few times that the Titans have really struggled to hit any over all season.
Yes.
So I think they hit it once or twice. So, I mean, as a low over/under, it still probably hits. I don't know. I went Cleveland money line on this game. I don't even think it's worth talking about these two teams.
It's not.
So that's where we're at.
The play in that game, like an over/under at 33.5, you do like a 6 or a 7-point teaser, you can get it down into like the mid-20s. So that could be a play if people play teasers. You could buy a 7-point teaser and have it at 26 points or 27 points. All right, next up, last game on this slide. The Washington Commanders are playing the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota, like we had mentioned earlier, got curb stomped by the Seattle Seahawks. The Washington Commanders put up a really good game last week, and they beat... Who did they beat? Denver. Oh, no, they lost to Denver. They tried for the 2-point conversion, and they missed. They tried for the 2-point conversion in overtime, and they missed. I had Denver minus 6.5. They screwed me. Anyways, I think this game is actually a pretty good matchup. I think they're two bad teams, but I have to take Minnesota at home. I think Minnesota is the better team at home. They don't play well on the road, and Washington doesn't play well on the road, and they barely play good at home. So I will take Minnesota and the Skull Clap in U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
Dang.
Money line, Vikings money line.
Wow. I disagree. I think that's
Good.
a bad pick.
Good.
I think Minnesota at home, it doesn't even matter. I think Washington, similar to some other teams that we've mentioned already, could have had, and like Atlanta Falcons, could have had a better season. I think they played some tougher teams, so, it is what it is. Sometimes that's what happens with your schedule and how the season turns out. You got to win those games, like that overtime loss by 1 point. That's tough. Those are games you got to win, and I think that this is a game that they are going to win. They got to bounce back. It's a tough loss to lose at home like that. You want to go out next week and curb stomp the next team. So I think Minnesota gets curb stomped twice in 2 weeks.
What?
And I'm going Commanders money line. Wow.
That's a plus money play, by the way, guys, because they are minus 1.5 right now. Minnesota is at home, so it's a plus 105 play for Jay.
Good.
Looking at a little plus money. All right, next up, we're going to get to Atlas Roll-Off.
Uh-oh.
Atlas Roll-Off Corp. Contact them at 718-345-6451. Ask for the Gambling Guys discount. Vinny Pasanelli will hook you up. And that's it. I don't really have much to say to him other than Vin. All right. Moving on to the rest of the 1 o'clock slate. We're going to start it off in Saints territory, right? Nope, in Tampa Bay. Saints are going to Tampa Bay, warm weather game, 76 and sunny in Tampa. Now, that's a conference you want to play in December. Tampa Bay is at home. They're representing a huge spread. Is it the biggest on the day? Currently, it is.
I think it is.
Minus 8.5. Over-under sits at 42.5. And I think a dome team, even though it's going to be nice weather, I still think Baker Mayfield has a lot to prove. I think Bucky Irving being back is going to help him, even though he didn't have a great week last week. But I think Tampa Bay has more weapons. New Orleans' offense is so-so, and their defense is suspect. So I'm going to take Tampa Bay minus 6.5 at home versus the Saints.
And guys, I think we've talked about Tampa a lot this season, especially early. The Gamma guys were on them pretty heavy. We like the Baker and the dog, and always chanting who let the dogs out. We thought that they were going to break free, and they kind of ran into a tough part of their season and dropped a couple games. So
yeah.
I think they're at home, warm weather, playing a cruddy team. A get right game, and I think this is going to be our second.
Yes.
Gamma guys guarantee. That triple G.
You know what? I might drop a C note on the GGG this weekend because I'm already feeling that confident about it.
Guys, we're also really, really due. So it's got to hit.
Oh, man, that's awesome. All right, next up, we're going to do Colts are playing none other than the Uni Jags in Jacksonville, Florida. Colts are on the road in this one. They're minus 1.5 favorites on the road. Over-under sits at 48.5. This one for me was tough. I got to look at my sheet. I got it right here. I still believe in Indiana Jones and Jonathan Taylor. The run game is great for them. They have good wide receivers if Jones can get the ball out. Bloody mouth, Daniel Jones plays through anything, does whatever he has to do to win. Trevor Lawrence is a long-haired crybaby.
Whoa.
I think the Uni Jags fall at home to the Colts. I'm on the Colts money line.
Wow, those are some fighting words.
They got a nice uniform.
I mean, as Rick said, the line is minus 1.5, so tight game. I think a couple weeks ago, if you would have asked me who's the better team, even though I've been riding the Jags most of the season, I would have told you Indy.
Okay.
But the Jags have been there. They've been getting wins. They've been, pumping teams that you wouldn't think that they would. So I think that's going to happen again. I went Jags money line.
Wow.
Riding the Uni Jags back on it. I think the Colts, they fizzled.
Another plus money play for Jay. 2 plus money plays.
We going big.
All right, our last game of the 1 o'clock slate. The Steelers head to Ravens territory in Baltimore to take on Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, aforementioned, and they lost and they stink. Baltimore is minus 6.5. Over under is 43.5. I think Aaron Rodgers was hurt, but he's back. I don't know. Let me check the lineup real quick. But I will talk about the Baltimore Ravens real quick. I love Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, and Mark Andrews, who is going to score this weekend. I know it for a fact. He told me. He texted me, and I may have a play on him later. But I think this is a game that they have to have at home. So I will take Lamar, Derrick, Mark, at home, Baltimore Ravens, money line.
Dang, man. This game, for me, I've been riding the Steelers a little bit. Obviously, you guys know my mama is a big Steelers fan. I think even last week we were watching. She stopped over for Thanksgiving. We were watching. They play on Thanksgiving, right?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, so we were watching that game. That was a late game.
So. They're currently first in the AFC North.
Hates the Ravens. So you know what? I hate the Ravens too. So because I hate the Ravens, I was on the Steelers last week and they did me dirty. They got slapped around by Buffalo 26-7. I think divisional game, you got to come out way better than that. And guess what, guys? Another plus money play.
Wow, you're on 3 this week.
Steelers plus 6. I'm taking.
Wow.
That was what the line was when I saw it. I should even just push the money.
It is minus 6. Yeah, it is minus 6.
Shouldn't I push on the money line, guys? What do you think?
I'm on money line.
Let's go. I'm going money line the opposite way. Change my pick. Steelers.
That's a huge plus
money line.
That's gonna be like plus 300.
I think these are the games that they show up for. Yeah, they're gonna be in Baltimore, but what a game to win if you come into their stadium and win in a divisional game. A lot of hype on that game. Let's go.
It's gonna be a heavily bet game too because.
Oh, I don't like that. No, I do like that.
I'm saying heavily bet on Baltimore. The public's going to be on Baltimore.
Yeah.
You see Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry.
Game.
All right, before we get to the 4 o'clock slate, Oh, no. Is this 4 o'clock thing? Oh, no. I didn't do it
my
4.
bad. Before we get there.
Whoa.
What?
I didn't do Jets-Dolphins, did I?
I think that was intentional.
I mean, it's not really worth talking about. All right, Jets-Dolphins real quick. Dolphins money line. Jets stink. Season's over. Pack it in. They're horrible.
Dude, we are opposite day.
Yes!
I think both teams stink. I do think Miami is better, but this is one of those games, too, divisional. Jets are at home. It's going to be cold. Probably a little rainy. I didn't look up the weather. I don't know.
It's going to be raining this weekend. Yeah, rainy and cold.
It's been raining all week here. So I think the Jets take this one. Money line. Jets money line.
Oh, God.
Probably
another plus
a trash
money.
pick.
Small
but
plus money.
we're stacking them, guys. If we hit this, see you in Vegas.
Yeah, you got to build up that bankroll. Speaking of building, brings us to our next sponsor.
Building.
Picked up a win last night, too, with the boys of Bashford Building.
Bashford.
All your home construction remodel needs, contact Bashford Building, 631-412-5046.
Let's go, Bash.
Bash.
Can't wait to get out of midnight hockey.
Yes. All right, so the 4 o'clock slate is thin again. So there's only 3 games. The NFL's really missing out on a Sunday afternoon. They got to start scheduling 5 or 6 games. First game that we're going to talk about is Denver playing Vegas. This one's in Vegas. If I was Denver, anybody on Denver's team, I would be out all night drinking and hanging out because Vegas Raiders are trash. Denver's on the road, minus 7.5 favorites. Over-under sits at a whopping 40.5. This one for me, especially watching the Giants game against, I mean, not the Giants game, the, who they just
Which
won
was
last
duty,
week?
by the way, the Giants
The
game.
Giants, yeah, we'll get
We
to
didn't
it.
even talk about the kick.
I don't even want to talk about it. It's disgusting.
Woohoo!
Who did Denver just play? The Commanders.
Yep.
So Denver played the Commanders. They showed resilience in that game. The Commanders fought back, which was good. But Denver, who's been on a winning streak like none other than anybody this season, they said,
Maybe
you know, we know you're a bad team, but we're still going to win. So they have the dog in them a little bit. They had to pull out the win in overtime, and I think that momentum carries over to a bad Vegas team. Like I've said before about other teams that are in their position, their season's basically over. Their starters are looking not to get hurt. Guys that are up for contract extensions are playing soft because they don't want to get injured and risk their contract for next season. I will be taking Denver minus 2.5.
Damn, all of that for minus 2.5?
A pick is a pick, bro. A pick is a pick.
Guys, Rick was right, though. Denver is on a 9-game tear. A 9-game tear. That's pretty insane. So they won their first game of the season and then lost 2 in a row. And then they have won out every single week. So, and it's a good follow-up to Bash because he's a Denver fan.
Yeah.
A big Denver fan. So, in honor of him, I didn't attend the game last night, guys. It was a little too late. It was past my bedtime. Sorry, Bash. But I'm going to take Denver minus 6.5.
All right.
The spread was 7.5. I'm going to buy it down a little bit. That one score, we always talk about it. So, Denver minus 6.5. I think it's probably they win by 10.
All right. So, the next game up, we got Chicago's going out to Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Green Bay's hosting, and they're favored at minus 6.5. Over-under is 44.5. Another cold weather game for this weekend. I think that both teams actually have good offenses at times. Green Bay using Dubs and who's their running back?
Montgomery?
No, Montgomery's on Detroit.
Oh, yeah, not Montgomery.
Not Jones. Why do I keep thinking Aaron Jones? He got traded years ago. Jacobs.
Yeah, good goal.
Yeah, because he screwed me last week on anytime. But I think their run game, their wide receivers are good. Love is playing pretty well. And Chicago's got, DeAndre Swift. Mungani's been playing good. And I think both teams actually end up in a shootout in this one, believe it or not, in a cold weather game. So I am going over 44.5 points in this game. I'm taking the over.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No pick?
No pick. I don't play a lot of overs and unders, but for this one seems like it's going to be a shootout to me. I'm calling it now. It's going to be like 17-14 at the half.
I like those numbers.
Yeah.
Lock that in. 17-14 at the half. Yeah, so I think both teams, as Rick mentioned, they're both pretty good. I think they both can score, get on the board. I think Chicago, and maybe it's just me, but they've surprised me all season.
Yeah, they've been pretty good.
Caleb Williams.
Caleb.
So
Nail painter.
I've taken both these teams.
They
a few
are
times.
on a 5-game winning streak. The Bears.
Duh, Bears. I mean, I'm not gonna change my pick now. But,
Oh yeah.
What about Green Bay? They lost a couple.
The Bears in their last 5 have put up 24 points or more 4 of 5 times.
Whoa.
Tells you a lot right there. 31 against the Steelers, 47 against the Bengals. Good lordy.
All right, my pick's not changing anyway.
Go ahead.
I'm going Green Bay money line. I think they were impressive against Detroit last week. Detroit probably should have played a little bit better, but they didn't. Green Bay's a good team, so I think the Bears are as well. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think that over is probably a good play, but I'm just going Green Bay money line.
All right, next up, we got the last game of the 4 o'clock slate. We got the Rams going out to Arizona to play the comical Cardinals. The Rams in this one, -7.5. Over-under is 48.5. I actually think the Cardinals can keep it close, but I think the Rams have way too many weapons. Kyron Williams is playing great. Stafford at the helm is doing a wonderful job with his receivers. I think that they march into Arizona and they dominate this game. But that being said, that sounds like a trap to me. So I'm not taking the 7.5 with the Rams or Arizona. I'm actually buying the Rams down. I think this comes down to a kick. I think they keep it close, and I think the Rams win by 3. So I have the Rams -2.5 as my play.
Wow.
Yeah.
I actually went there too when I was making my
2.5?
pick. Yeah. And then I completely changed my mind, and I was just like, you know what? The comical Cardinals earned that name, and it's going to continue to happen. As you said, I think the Rams have just too many weapons. I think they've been rolling. They dropped a couple too that they probably could have won. But I think they're going to do it, and I think they're going to show out. The spread was -7.5 to LA. I bought it down below that one score, so -6.5 for LAR.
All right, next up. You wait all day for it, but we got Sunday night.
Oh, that was good.
You like that? Houston is going to Kansas City. This game is going to be a Swifty's dream because she's on national television with what I think is a weak opponent in Houston. So look for Kelsey to have a big day because his girlfriend will be in the stands or his fiance, whatever she's called. But that being said, I think Mahomes, Kelsey, Rice, Pacheco, their offense is just dominant. I think the NFL also wants them to win this game handily, so I think this is going to be a rout by Kansas City. So I have Kansas City at home on the money line because the spread is only 3.5. So I figured, why play with the numbers? I'll just take who I think is going to win the game. Look for a couple late penalties in the game against Houston that seal the deal for Kansas City. So give me KC at home money line.
I agree. I think this is Chiefs all day. I guess depending on who you ask, because I do have a friend that's a Chiefs fan, and I saw them post. I feel like everyone usually posts about the Chiefs game. They're like, "Oh, the refs on their side, NFL's on their side."
They are.
They had a completely different opinion. So, guys, everything is about perspective. That said, I think Vegas and the refs and the NFL are on the Chiefs' side every single game. I think it's going to happen here. So I went Chiefs. I bought it down a point. So Chiefs -2.5 on the buy down.
All right. And our last game to wrap up the Week 14 for the NFL is the Eagles going out to Los Angeles to play the Chargers in Inglewood. Inglewood.
Arrowhead.
Arrowhead is Kansas City.
Just kidding.
Eagles are -3.5. The over/under is at 40.5. SoFi Stadium. Justin Herbert at home.
Herbie.
Great player. They have a good run game. Their defense is suspect.
Whoa.
The Eagles, however, Saquon Barkley, very good player. Jalen Hurts, very good player. A.J. Brown, very good player. Chargers defense, not that good, like I just mentioned. Because I remember when the Giants beat them.
Whoa.
So, in this game with a low total at over 40.5, I am taking the over 40.5 on the Monday night game.
Let's go. I think that is a low total. I like that.
It is a low
So
total.
no team pick, eh?
No team pick again. That's 2 overs for me today.
Wow. Wow. How many GGGs we got?
We only got 2.
No, I think we have 3, right?
No, I have the Bucks minus 6.5 and the Bills minus 5.5.
This is the week we win. Guys, let's throw a third in there.
All right.
Let's go. Taking the over 40.5. But separate from that, I'm also going to pick a team in this game. I think both teams are good, and I think both teams maybe have underperformed this season as well. But I think no one underperformed more than Philly recently, and I think they're going to bounce back here. I know they're top of their division, but that division stinks. The Giants, obviously, 2 who cares? But I'm going Philly money line. So I didn't want to play with the spread, and that's it. That's the story.
All right, what do we got next?
Moving on to one of the best people we know, Quality Roofing.
We missed this slide. We didn't change the slides. So look, Casey's over there. All
Ah.
right, no big deal. No
Give it a
big
shout
deal.
out.
Just a little leak in the action. But if you have a leak, contact QB Roofing Solutions. KJ and the fellas will patch that thing right up for you. 516-481-7663. QB Roofing Solutions for all your roofing repair and replacement needs.
Let's go. Guys, that's on me. We get so wrapped up into the games here that...
So deep on the analytics.
Yeah. You know, Jimmy Cricket took the night off. He usually flips the slide, so...
I haven't seen him in a while. Hope everything is okay. We did that already. All right, so we're going to anytime touchdown. I got 2 guys for this week, and I think you'll love them. You want me to go first?
Tell us.
All right, so my first guy takes place actually on Thursday night, so I get an early start to the gambling
Nice.
night, anytime
I like that.
touchdown play. It's going to be the running back for Dallas against a weak Detroit run defense in Javonte Williams. Give me an anytime touchdown from Javonte Williams against the Detroit Lions. My next pick, and this will probably come as no surprise because I had mentioned him earlier in the show, Mark Andrews. Anytime touchdown against the Pittsburgh defense. I think he gets one this week because he's been on a little bit of a lull. Jamie, take it away.
I think he gets one because I picked him every week.
I think he gets one because I'm due. Just like the gambling guys parlays do. This is the week of due.
I think this is like the 3rd time you picked Mark.
I love Mark Andrews, man.
He's a good player. All right, so...
He's hurt this week. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, God, I was about to say. So my guys, I went same logic as I usually do. I always try and find an advantage. That's why I'm the advantage player to the game. And I went for teams that I think are going to dominate, or at least where there's going to be a lot of scoring, right? So I took Cleveland Browns, if you could believe that.
Wow.
I think they've been pretty doo-doo. We've always said it every single week.
It's the Q, man?
No, it's not the Q. But they're playing Tennessee, who's the worst team in football right now for the last 4 weeks, I think they've been. I'm going wide receiver, Jerry Jeudy.
All
To
right.
get a TD, and that's the scoop there. And then I'm also letting the dogs out. I'm going Tampa Bay Bucks against the New Orleans Saints wide receiver, Emeka Egbuka.
All right.
Let's go, guys.
I thought you were going to say Quashawn Judkins.
I almost did, and then I saw Judy jumped out off the page. And
All right, so
like,
our
you know
anytime
what?
touchdown parlay, just to recap, because we do the GG at the end, but this is this segment. Javonte Williams anytime, Mark Andrews anytime, Jerry Jeudy, and Emeka Egbuka for the Bucks. That's our anytime touchdown parlay. That's going to hit for sure.
We got to make sure before the end, too, we check. We might not be able to see the odds on it.
Nah, we can't
Too
see
early.
it yet. Yeah.
Too early, guys. All right, let's move on to the Gambling Guys Nugget of the Day, coupled with the story time. I don't know if you got anything. I got a little something.
I don't have anything. Why don't you do a little something and maybe I'll add to
Okay.
it.
Sounds good. Let me wet the gullet. So guys, I'm going to kind of talk out of two sides of my mouth a little bit.
That's good.
A little bit. So I want to talk about, and the story is going to be what happened last week. Obviously, it's relevant. But I had a banger, which was awesome.
Oh, yeah, you did.
And I hit a 7-leg parlay, which those that bet parlays and those that don't, or those that know what a parlay is, You have to hit every single bet that you pick, otherwise the bet dies. So you have to win all 7 bets to win the bet. And it's kind of a lottery ticket and a sucker's bet, but we make them because they're fun and they get it, gets you in the game. So I made a 7-legger, but how I want to couple it to the nugget is that I actually used a bonus bet that I got from Thanksgiving Day. FanDuel was offering, shout out FanDuel, sponsor us. They were offering bonuses, and then you could pick between 3 different bonuses. It was like, 25% profit boost, a 30% parlay boost, or same game parlay boost, and then a no sweat. So I was like, let me take the no sweat because I almost get like 2 bets out of it, right? You could swing a little bit on the first bet. If you miss, then you could use the bonus bet, and you have a second opportunity to make another bet.
I like that.
And that's exactly what I did. And my safer bet from the no sweat was a 7-leg parlay. And it hit, guys. It's rare those to hit, but I don't even remember what it was.
120 to 1.
Yeah. So 120 to 1. It was a pretty nice payout. So yeah, talking out 2 sides of my mouth is don't waste your bets. The casino and the sports books and everybody, they like to leave those little breadcrumbs and give them back to you because in their eyes, it's like free money just coming back. Oh, I'll give you a bonus bet or a profit boost.
Yeah, like you
same
just said.
game, with 4 legs or whatever. They know it's hard to hit those. So try not to waste your bets. I got lucky and I did hit when I was gambling a little bit. But, treat your bonus bets. Don't treat your bonus bets like nonsense. Treat them like an opportunity. The house gives you crumbs, hoping you throw them away. Free bets aren't freebies. They're leverage.
Ooh, I like that.
So that is the Gambling Guys nugget of the day and the little story along with it, guys. So we're going to take that. You want to add something?
No.
Nice. Going to move on to let's before the news segment, you want to recap the triple G's for everybody?
Yes, I have the triple G right here, which I just put in the odds actually while you were telling the story.
Oh, good.
So we have the Bucks and Baker and the boys, the Dogs, -6.5. We got the Bills -5.5. We got the Eagles and the Chargers for over 40.5. And as a special addition to you guys, I changed a pick. KC -2.5 for our 4th leg of the Gambling Guys Guaranteed Parlay. It is plus 814. $100 pays you $814. You can take your wife out for a nice dinner, maybe a movie,
or get some Christmas presents. All right, guys. The new segment. Drum roll.
I played drums in middle school, actually.
Nice. It sounded good.
Nice.
It is our NHL segment. So we are going to pick 2 teams. For those hockey and NHL fans, it's hard to pick a lot because there's a lot of games all the time. Every single day.
The best sport in the world.
Best sport ever.
Nothing to slight football that we've been doing for 14 weeks, but...
That's a good sport, too. So that's the scoop, guys. We're going to pick 2 games. We made them later in the week. Friday and Saturday, so that we can drop this. It's currently Tuesday night, right? It's Tuesday, yeah. Tuesday night, the 2nd, and then we're gonna drop this probably either tomorrow or Thursday, so that you guys can get your picks in for Thursday. Yeah, it's usually Wednesday night we drop them, but keep an eye out for these. We'll also post these on our social along with our Triple G and our anytime touchdown bets. If you guys want to ride or fade. So. You want to go first or you want me?
Yeah, no, I'll go first. I have 2 plays. I'll do my Friday pick. I actually have a play for Friday and a play for Saturday. I don't know what you have one each?
Yep.
All right, so my first one is Buffalo. They're traveling to Winnipeg, which is kind of far for them. That's actually not that far. But anyways, Buffalo is traveling to Winnipeg. Winnipeg's a way better team than Buffalo. I do love Buffalo and their youth, and they do have some talented players. But in this game, I actually think it comes out to a shootout. The Buffalo Bills, and when I say shootout, I don't mean literally. I mean they're going to score a lot of goals. Because the shootout could be 2-2 tie, and then it doesn't hit the over. The over I have in this game is 5.5, is what the line is slated for right now. The lines could change because, like Jamie said, we drop it on Tuesday. I'm going to take Buffalo, Winnipeg over 5.5 goals. I think Buffalo can score, but they also give up a ton of points, and Winnipeg has a great offense. So
I like that.
that's my play for Friday. Go.
You want me to do Friday too?
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense. Both Fridays. So Friday, 12-5, guys. I was digging a little bit on this, and I am taking -1.5 for the Dallas Stars.
Ooh.
I think the Stars have been hot. They've been tearing it up. I think Tyler Sagan's like coming alive in his old age.
Finally.
I think he's like our age. He's younger.
I think he's like 34. No, he wears 91, so he's younger than
yeah,
us.
a little bit younger. That makes sense. So Dallas is playing the Sharks. Sharks are like middle of the road. They're obviously a good team. They got some of those young guys like Smith and Celebrini, but I think Dallas is just gonna pump them. They're killing it this season.
Robertson's nasty.
Yeah,
He's so good.
yeah, he is. He's gross. So that's my Friday pick. Dallas Stars -1.5 goals.
Go Saturday. I'll go after you.
All right, Saturday was an easy pick for me. Guys, we are in New York. I don't know if we've talked about it, but we're New York Islander fans.
That's right, baby.
Yeah, there's one over there behind the camera. I just saw it. But, so this is an easy pick. I'm going to kind of cop out a little
We have
bit.
to change the layout. We have to throw an Islander jersey
Yeah.
back here since we're going to start doing hockey. We'll put up all our hockey jerseys.
And I'm going to take the current #1 team in the NHL in the Colorado Avalanche playing an ass team with ass bag, scumbag, loser friends in the New York Rangers.
And they're in last place in the Met.
The Rangers suck. Everyone who's an Islander fan knows that they suck. So
Yeah.
Colorado Avalanche -1.5.
Even when you look at them, you get nauseous. It's gross.
Yeah.
My play for Saturday has nothing to do with the Rangers because I couldn't even look at that logo. I'm going to take another team that a lot of New Yorkers support, and it's out of, what's it called? It's out of something like, where it's like kind of close to you, but it's not really you. A lot of New Yorkers travel to Florida, so I'm saying like it's...
Like snowbirding? I don't know what you're looking for.
It's a lot of that. But the Florida Panthers are hosting the Columbus Blue Jackets. Columbus Blue Jackets are good. They have a solid team, but Florida at home's a different beast. I know they don't have Barkov. He's not in the lineup, but they still have a lot of guys. Like they have Bennett. They have Marchand. Their goalie's great. One of the best in the league. I think that the Florida Panthers money line on Saturday is a good play for me against the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Let's go.
Columbus is in second to last.
Columbi.
So they're slightly better than the Rangers, but not by much.
Guys, so that's our NHL pick. We will get the updated odds on that, too, out when we post it. So keep an eye out for that. But that is our Week 14 podcast. We're going to have to change the names. Can't be Week 14 anymore.
No.
Once we're through the NFL season,
We're
guys.
just going to have to change the name. Gambling Guys
Podcast.
We just changed the name.
We should change the name. All right, guys, that's all we got here. You got the Triple G's going to come out. You got the Anytimes coming out. And then you got the NHL picks coming out.
Yes.
3 separate opportunities to ride or fade us. Hopefully you ride us. If you fade us, we won't feel bad at all. So probably a smart pick. All right, guys, that's it for us. You got anything else for the fans?
I just want to tell them to like and subscribe, share with their friends.
Let's go. Always gamble responsibly.
Yes!
Follow us on all
This
socials.
is for entertainment purposes only.
This is for entertainment. We are not financial gurus or advisors. We need a disclaimer. Follow us on all socials at gambling_guys with a Z. Sold it. We're out. Peace.
The Gambling Guys Podcast.